CompTIA Network plus N10-009 exam practice questions with explanations are available in the video for you to study. Which of the following explains what happens if a packet is lost in transit when using UDP? A. The data link layer will recognize the error and resend the packet. B. IP uses the TTL field to track packet hops and will resend the packet if necessary. C. If the sender does not receive a UDP acknowledgement, the packet will be resent. D. Some applications will recognize the loss and initiate a resend of the packet if necessary. The answer is D. UDP, User Datagram Protocol, is a connectionless, unreliable transport protocol. It does not provide acknowledgement, retransmission, or error recovery mechanisms like TCP does. If a packet is lost in transit, UDP itself does nothing. It simply sends datagrams and doesn't track delivery. However, some applications that use UDP, like DNS, VoIP, video streaming, may have their own application-level logic to detect loss and retransmit if needed. A network administrator is unable to ping a remote server from a newly connected workstation that has been added to the network. Ping to 127.0.0.1 on the workstation is failing. Which of the following should the administrator perform to diagnose the problem? A. Verify the NIC interface status. B. Verify the network is not congested. C. Verify the router is not dropping packets. D. Verify that DNS is resolving correctly. The answer is A. A ping to 127.0.0.1 loopback address is a test of the local TCP IP stack. If that fails, the problem is local to the workstation, not the network. The most likely causes include disabled or malfunctioning NIC, corrupt or misconfigured TCP, IP stack, missing or damaged network drivers. So, the first diagnostic step should be to check whether the network interface card, NIC, is up and functioning properly. A network technician sets up a computer on the accounting department floor for a user from the marketing department. The user reports that they cannot access the marketing department's shared drives but can access the internet. Which of the following is the most likely cause of this issue? A. Mismatched switch port duplex. B. Misconfigured gateway settings. C. Incorrect VLAN assignment. DSVI is assigned to the wrong IP address. The answer is C. If the user can access the internet but not the marketing department's shared drives, this likely indicates that the computer is functional and connected to the network. The problem is limited to internal network segmentation, particularly with access to specific departmental resources. This is a classic symptom of being on the wrong VLAN. VLANs, virtual LANs, are often used to separate departments, like marketing and accounting, for security and traffic segmentation. If the workstation is plugged into a port assigned to the accounting VLAN, it will not have access to resources on the marketing VLAN. After a networking intern plugged in a switch, A significant number of users in a building lost connectivity. Which of the following is the most likely root cause? A. VTP update. B. Port security issue. C. LLDP misconfiguration. D. Native VLAN mismatch. The answer is A. VTP, VLAN trunking protocol, is a Cisco protocol used to propagate VLAN information between switches in the same domain. If a new switch is introduced and it has a higher VTP revision number, even with an empty VLAN database, it can overwrite VLAN configurations across the domain. This can lead to the deletion or mismatch of VLANs, causing loss of connectivity for many users. This is a common mistake when connecting test switches or factory reset switches to a production network without adjusting their VTP mode. Should be set to transparent. Which of the following is the most cost-effective way for a network administrator to establish a persistent, secure connection between two facilities? A. Site-to-site VPN. B. GRE tunnel. C. VXLAN. D. Dedicated line. The answer is A. A site-to-site VPN uses encryption, typically over the Internet, to securely connect two separate networks, e.g., two company facilities. It is persistent, always on or can auto-reconnect. Secure, using protocols like IPsec. Cost-effective, compared to dedicated leased lines. Simple to manage once configured on edge devices like routers or firewalls. Which of the following is the most appropriate solution to extend the network to a building located across the street from the main facility? A. Multimode fiber. B. 802.11 AC wireless bridge. C. Cat6 copper. D. Loopback adapter. The answer is B. If you need to extend the network to a building across the street, running cable, like copper or fiber, may not be feasible due to cost, right-of-way issues, or distance limits. An 802.11 AC wireless bridge offers wireless point-to-point connectivity, relatively low cost, high throughput over short to medium distances, like across a street, simple deployment without digging trenches or laying physical cables. A network architect is implementing an off-premises computing facility and needs to ensure that operations will not be impacted by major outages. Which of the following should the architect consider? A. Hot site. B. DCI. C. Direct connect. D. Active-passive approach. The answer is A. A hot site is a fully functional off-premises facility that is ready to take over operations immediately in the event of a major outage or disaster. It has pre-installed hardware, current data copies, operational network connectivity. This ensures minimal downtime, which is exactly what the network architect needs to maintain continuity during outages. A technician is implementing a new SD-WAN device with a default configuration. The technician receives a URL via email and connects the new device to the Internet to complete the installation. Which of the following is this an example of? A. SASE device installation. B. Zero-touch provisioning. C. Infrastructure as code. D. Configuration management. The answer is B. Zero-touch provisioning, ZTP, allows a technician to deploy network devices, like SD-WAN routers, with minimal manual configuration. Typically, the device boots with a default config, connects to the Internet, reaches out to a cloud-based provisioning server, often via a URL received by email or a central controller, downloads its full configuration automatically. This streamlines deployments and reduces human error, especially in large or distributed environments. A company is expanding to another floor in the same building. The network engineer configures a new switch with the same VLANs as the existing stack. When the network engineer connects the new switch to the existing stack, all users lose connectivity. Which of the following is the most likely reason? A. The new switch has unused ports disabled. B. The new switch does not have a default gateway. C. The new switch is connected to an access port. D. The new switch is in a spanning tree loop. The answer is D. If all users lose connectivity immediately after connecting a new switch, it strongly suggests a network-wide event like a spanning tree protocol, STP, loop. A spanning tree loop can occur when a switch is connected improperly, e.g., two access ports are without STP enabled. STP is disabled or misconfigured. Redundant links are added without STP managing them, resulting in broadcast storms. This will flood the network with broadcast traffic, causing congestion and outages. A company discovers on video surveillance recordings that an unauthorized person installed a rogue access point in its secure facility. Which of the following allowed the unauthorized person to do this? A. Evil twin. B. Honey trap. C. War driving. D. Tailgating. The answer is D. Tailgating refers to the physical security breach where an unauthorized person follows an authorized person into a secure area without proper credentials or permission. This allowed the unauthorized person to physically enter the facility and install a rogue access point.